Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, Van Dweller, and we are back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters for July 2026. And what we've got for you right now is a top 16 bracket. 4 will enter, 1 will remain, and get a spot in the semifinals. First match is going to be Tetristime versus O, our 1 and 16 seeds. Second match will be Cryticalapis versus Cole, 8 and 9. Always a good match coming out of those two seeds, two very close seeds. And then the winner will take on the other winner in the top 8 to see who goes to the semifinals. So that should be a very, very good bracket. Looking forward to it. So let's dive in. Let's take a look at the rules so that you know what we're even doing here. What are the rules? Well, the rules say that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles, and players can play on emulator or console. So long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified, they can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical, biological, turbo only. These matches will be best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through. A level 39 double, super, whatever, kill screen will be used, so turn that one on. Score uncapped, of course. We will be using same piece sets. They will be re-rolled in between each game of the match. Players should not receive any advice while they are playing a game, whether online or in the room or wherever. Just you and your mind alone with the game. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Your game might count, so don't pause and go, oh, I know, right? Yeah, I know. Wait, what's going to happen? Let me pause here and find out. No, don't do any of that. Just keep playing. So if you got problems with, OBS, internet, camera, capture, CRT, your PC, your Mac, your Linux, Ubuntu, I don't know what anything is. Just keep playing. It's easy. By the way, the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $375.47. We got a long row to hoe because we got to get to $2,000 if we want to pay our top 8 and make our incentive for that and make our goal. Again, we haven't really missed our goal ever, so would love to continue on that streak. So if you can contribute, if you're in a position to do it and you want to do it and you enjoy what we're doing and you want us to keep luring all the best players back to playing this event every single month, just like we've been doing for 7, 8 years, something like that. It's been a long time. Well, if you want that to continue, consider contributing. Use that Matcherino command to bring up the links. The one that says Masters July, that is the one. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner, you see a button that says log in. Click on that to log in. Once you're in, you can... and logging in, by the way, you already have an account. You have Twitch, YouTube, Discord. You have an account. You already have one. Once you're in, look on the right side for the button that says contribute and click on that to contribute straight cash, homie. Or you could do a sponsor quest, right? On the right side, sponsors want you to click on things, join things, follow things. So if you want to contribute, to the prize pool without, contributing, and that's what you can do, consider doing that. But, no hard feelings if you don't want to. That's fine. Mr. Brain says, in this stream, anyone who's ever been in a restaurant must give $10. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Mr. Brain, for that. Anyway, thanks to everybody who's contributed so far, who has ever contributed, who will contribute today. Really appreciate you. And even if you can't or don't want to contribute, well, you're welcome. Although, the people who can't but would are more welcome than the people who could but won't. But that's obviously. I kid, of course. All right, that's the prizes. That's how to support the channel. That's how to support the players. To support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/monthlytetris and make an ongoing pledge of support, just like the people on this slide have done. You can also use the support command to find ways to support us, both recurring and one time. And big shout out to Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, and Dog, Mr. Brink, Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, K-Man, Kaka, Java T, Jason, Sunny, and Mila for your outsized levels of support. And everybody else, thank you for your support as well. If you're watching on YouTube, you can do a super chat or a sticker. I love those. Then, you do a super chat and your message, it's highlighted. I can see it. I'll say it out loud to everybody. And they go, wow, what a great person who supported the channel so visibly. And asked such a great question or made a comment. So, I mean, there's a lot going for it. That super chat sticker is good. Channel membership you can do over on YouTube. You can gift a channel membership as well. Twitch, you can do bits. You can sub. You can gift a sub. You can give multiple subs. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice on a monthly basis, but it is use it or lose it. You can't save or stack them, and you must manually renew them every single month, so don't lose it. Use it on us or someone, but just don't lose it. All right, we're going to flippity flop to the barbershop here and bring up the players. We'll get them all lined up. Let's see. We got camera over here for this individual. Oh, we got a whole top-down view. You'll love it. Great job on the camera, Tetristime. You're doing well. And then let's bring up O, and I'm sure O is going to be here, right? He's just here waiting. And yeah, there it is. We got it. And we'll get O lined up. Big O. Ooh, it's cold. Must be cold. Bunk, ba-dunk, ba-dunk. This finals next weekend. There's no way to know. There is no way to know. We just schedule according to the players' availability. I'm doing that for a while now. It more or less works out. Oh, where are my show notes? All right. That one's gone. What are we? Orange, yellow? All right. Archive. All right. Now we've got our show notes. All right, players, we are just about there. You got another minute, and then I'll drop pieces. All right, the pieces are here. That is the music that says we're beginning. What's up, DJ Mr. Burrow, Hannes, Hats, Monthly Tetris hanging out. Harks. Oh, you heard my knuckles crack. Mr. Brain, is it auto-translating the chat? Better not be. I did the thing. I don't know if I have to do that before every single one, but I will try. I think what I usually do is, well, I don't know. We'll see. I might have to do it every time. All right, looks like both players are ready. Are they on seed? Yes. Let's get them started. Tetris time, and the round of 16. The winner goes to the top 8 out of the orange bracket in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left-hand side, it is Tetris time. Seed number 1. That's right. The number 1 seed came in with a 1.715 million. That was the 1.715 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. He's got a PB of 5.42 million. And in virtue of his number 1 seed, he got a 2-round bye. So this is his first match in this month's tournament. Overall, it's his 20th appearance in the Masters event. His best finish has been the top 8. He did that back in May, first time back in May of 2021, and once in 25 and once in 26. 3 Mega Masters appearances are part of that. He also played in our Tap Masters event most recently. 7 appearances in the CTWC Gold Bracket Championship. Made it into the top 8 in 2021. Made it out to Jonas Cup as well last year. I'm not sure if he's going out this year or not, but why not? It's the same general area, I think. I don't know exactly where he is, but he's been to a bunch of regionals, including Phoenix, which he won in 2025. SoCal also won it in 2025, along with Vegas and Washington. Tetris for 172, 209 for Tetris time. We've also seen him out in Kansas City and Columbus, Genesis, all that. He's a 2-time Challenger Circuit winner as well. Tetris time. Tetris for Tetris time, 256. A little bit of a misdrop there. Should not result in too many burns. Maybe, well, we'll see. Yeah, ends up having to put some more material. Finally gets it uncovered. Anyway, 261 here for Tetris time. Long bar in 283. 286 for Chef O, who is cruising right now. You need a predictions bot? I'll look into it. I will look into it. I don't know, because how does it know? How, I mean, there is one, though. But how will it know when a match starts and doesn't start? I don't know. On the right side, it is seed number 16 from Australia with a PB of 2.839 million. Qualified in with a 1.328. Got a 1-round bye and then defeated Crab Rangoon in a decider in round 2. 15th overall appearance for O. And made it into the top 4 in 2023 March. 4 appearances in Mega Masters, played in Stupid Tetris Monthly No Bars, and was a top 4 in that one. CTWC Australia played in that in 2021. Was that online? I don't know. Probably. Australia was pretty harsh during that time, so I imagine you weren't even allowed out your door. 446 for Tetristime, 391 for O. And O has got a future circuit win. That was back in September of 2022. 450, long bar down, Tetristime, 473. There's one down, 422 for O. Right on. O not going to go for the Z-spin the first time, or the second time, or the third time. Waiting for that T and gets it. 469 for O, 520 for Tetristime. And T-Time gonna Tetris. So it's about a 51,000 point lead for Tetristime. He's gonna get a Tetris. O gets one as well. And one line clear basically away from the 19 transition. O is into 19 at 585. Tetristime is in at 636. It's pretty good. So the speed is increased by 50%. The colors will start to change, and the scoring will start to go up for every line clear. Tetrises go up 1,200 points every time the color changes. Right now, they're worth 25,200. Tetris time 712, 642 for O. $818 for Tetristime, $707 for O, 100,000 point lead plus for Tetristime, 2 lines apart. Oh, Tetristime getting up super high, long bar gets over, brings it down. That long bar down will not clear anything, but the next one will, a dirty Tetris for Tetristime, 878. And O is in cleanup mode as well. So both players, very similar stacks in a lot of ways, although Tetristime has a Tetris well ready and waiting to go. Just trying to clear it open. He does. He gets an immediate long bar, and that feels good. O is still digging, but he might be about to. Yes, he does. He exposes a Tetris well. Long bar in, Tetris row, and he likes getting a Tetris in the middle. Very satisfying. Oh, boys. A little adventure in the middle of the board here for Tetristime, and his board is almost right back to where it was before. He's at 953, 792 for O. 160 and change thousand point lead. Well, 130, let's call it 135 when the lines are tied. Is O playing some sort of hybrid tap roll? Well, let's take a look. Nine 928 for O, 978 for Tetristime. Well, it seems like what people do. And Tetristime is digging up near the top of the board. O is not too far behind, but O has got a good board, and Tetristime is kind of in trouble because that 29 transition is about to hit, and that left side is going to be cut off. And that is a top out for Tetristime. So Chef O stayed with him the whole time. He was back by a considerable amount, but just kind of stayed with it. Tetristime ran into some trouble, and O is going to take game number 1. Okie dokie artichoke, new pieces are here. O's name makes the score look confusing. Well, maybe that's you know, some sort of psychology or something. All right, Tetristime says ready 18. Let's go to game number 2. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I hit the mute button instead of the 3 button. I have a little button that's like, you know, exclamation point 3. And I hit that button. I hit the mute instead of that. So I think I cut off myself in the middle and then didn't actually hit the countdown. All right, we are underway here in game number 2 of this best of 5. All right, so Tetristime cleaned up. Tetris, 82,000, 78,000 for O. And another Tetris for both. All right, a little bit of slideshow. We'll stick with it. $152 for O, $174 for Tetristime. So it's a tight one, just one line apart and a couple thousand points apart. There's a Tetris for 0272 290 for Tetristime. Now, according to our FBI database, this is the first time that Tetristime and O have played. It sounds far-fetched, but it seems like it's true. You know, Tetristime has played 20 times. O has played 14 times, and they're only now just meeting. That makes me wonder, what is the record for the players with the most appearances who have never faced each other? No, I don't know if that's too many variables to have one number. Is that like combined appearances with no meetings? Like, how do you do that? All right, O is desperately trying not to do the line spin. It's like, don't you know what tournament you're playing? But I think O tries to avoid spins. Not, obviously he can do all the spins, but tries to avoid them because there is an element of, there's a double tuck of the O. And some players do that because, there's always the risk of not doing it, messing up your board. And of course, you're taking a burn that maybe you don't have to take. I love doing spins. Martz and anyone who hasn't played him. I mean, in Masters, that's what I mean. I mean, in the Masters event, I should have specified. In the Masters event, what combination of two players who have never met each other would give you the highest number of appearances? Well, that's not exactly right, because you got someone who's, made their debut. See, this is why you can't do it. Someone who made their debut hasn't played Dog, right? So it's got to be like a minimum number of appearances or something like that. This is the problem. $626 into 19 for Tetristime. 501 for O. You could be there probably. So let's say like a minimum of 10 appearances. I don't think Cryticalapis, if you had 10, this is your 11th appearance. All right, Tetris for Tetristime 760, 652 for O. But it seems like for as many times as these players have, kind of played in this event, that they would have showed up, especially where they both have, their debuts back in 2021. $678 for O. Still trying to get clean. $860 for Tetristime. So O is clean at 690, though. He's back by over 200,000 points now. The asterisk is that Tetristime is ahead on our screen by like 10 lines right now. There was some, weirdness with the stream earlier on one of the players' side, so that could be factoring into it. But we do have to keep that in mind. $7.92 for O, $9.98 for Tetristime. $9.78 for O into 29. Tetristime is there at A77. A25 for O, B24, Tetristime. And wow, so O has got to get some down that right side. Gets it. That's a triple. Still knocking it down. He's back by like 124,000 points. And Tetris is approaching 40,000. Tetris for OB08. Tetristime's board climbing a little bit, but now starting to come back down. And he is just got it set up here. Yes, he's set up for a Tetris. Can he get the bar? And there is a Tetris for Tetristime. D25, B65 for O. Long arc hangs. Oh no. Oh no. And that is a top out for O. Tetristime is good in game number 2. All right, see if Tetristime can get the... oh, going for 2. Why not? Train while you can. And the F42 for Tetristime is 1.542 million. All right, players, I'm going to run 60-second ad. I will be right back. All right, well, here's a candidate. See if someone can find a better one than this. If we confine it to Masters, you know, like the Masters event, it looks like Dog and Hydrant Dude have not played. So Dog with, I think, 56 appearances, Hydrant Dude with 23. So Dog and if that's true, it looks like it's true. Liquipedia says, now they've played each other in CTL and STM and things like that. But as far as Masters goes, they have not faced each other. Which makes sense. We'll see if someone can find one better than that. All right, the pieces are in the chat. 37F4AE. Dog and Tetristime have never met, so that's another 56 plus 19 appearances. It was 56 and 23. 56 and 23 was Dog and Hydrant. 56 and 19 is Tetristime. Now again, they've played in other things, but not in Masters. You know what I mean? Okay. Looks like Tetristime is ready. 37F4AE. Yes, game number 3. We're knotted up at a game apiece. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. See, I figured it would be Dog, and then I'm trying to get people who maybe didn't overlap with them as much. Although Tetristime. You know, Hydrant was a little bit before. Well, I don't know. It's hard to. Dog and Joseph did not meet, and so yeah, Joseph's most of his time was before. So Dog with 56, JD with 16. They only met in Tap Masters and in a WPL. $54,000 for Tetristime, 30,000 for O. Miles and Nenu never met in Masters. Miles 39 appearances, Nenu 30. They met in Challengers. What is the wacky version of the Australian flag behind O? Well, it is not the literal flag of Australia, but it is a representation that fits within a circle. It's also not circular Expo. So not only is, you know, the elements moved around, it's also a completely different shape. So if you're gonna, you know, be like, well, it's not the real flag. Well, yeah, it's circular. For one thing. I didn't make the flags. There's a flag set you can find that tries to get all the elements in there. $180 for O, 203 for Tetristime. Tetristime with his big overhang. And there we go. Tetristime gets down to 28. There's one for O, 205. Oh, that's interesting. Dog. So Dog with his 56 appearances. Richard, Brenny KFT, he was in it 16 times. They never played in anything, not just Masters. Yeah, like some of those early folks. I'm trying to see like who has a lot of appearances in those early days. Dog and Richard never played in anything. And they have a combined, 72 Masters appearances. That's interesting. It's just a statistics thing. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's why it's just, it's not a serious thing. I understand that it's just statistical whatever's running out. I understand. All right. You're right. Well, we won't bring it up again because it's just statistics, guys. For 381 for Tetristime. $432 for Tetristime, $448 for O. Mr. Brain says that's a hard sentence to say quickly. It's just yeah, it is. It's just a statistic. It's just a statistic. That is hard to say. You're right. I'm going to work on that one. Listen, Hannes, you sit here and fill a bunch of time on level 18 and see what you can come up with. Okay. All right, we're into 19 now, so no more statistics. It's time for Tetris. 465 for Tetristime, 522 for O, 5 lines to go till level 19 kicks in. Never mind. Yes, Expo, yeah. As I said, it is a representation. It's an interpretation of the flag that is made for. I don't know how to explain it to you. But it's also not round. So you go, oh, that's not the flag. Yeah, it already isn't because it's round. So they took other liberties. I didn't design it, so you could bring it up with the designer. It's on Reddit. That's where I found him. All right, we're very argumentative today, everybody. 591 Tetristime, 630 for O. When you make a Tetris tournament, you can have perfectly round flags with that are also the exact flag of the country. That's right. Oh, you've got it. You've got it. Whoops. You've got it. All right, 679 for Tetristime. Long bar down. Tetris for 0714. And O has got lines in hand. O is back by like 20 lines and is neck and neck score-wise. You want donut flags? Like toroid flags? Listen, I'm not a topographer. Is that what you call topographer? I don't know. Is that how you say it? 741 for O, 882 for Tetristime. There's a Tetris row 8, 76, 961 for tea time. Tetristime is now into 29 at 974, has the max. O still's got 13 lines to go. There's a Tetris. Could potentially get 3 more. There's 1. Oh, doesn't use that bar to fill in. Interesting. So gonna take the burn. Thought maybe he'd try to go perfect into 29, but you can get into trouble. Oh boy. And the long bar is down for O. Little bit. Oh, dice. Look at that. Opens up the right, bringing it down. Opens it back up. Long bar in Tetris for O. A66. B63 for Tetristime. So Tetristime ahead by 95,000 points. There is another one, Tetristime C54, A85 for O. Now, O is back by 25 lines. So you got to keep that in mind when you see that, oh, it's way behind. No, I mean, this is really close. Tetris for O, B35. Is this the only match tonight? No, we have 2 more. The winner of this will play the winner of the next one for a spot in the semifinals. Tetristime, Tetris D29, B56 for O. For a while, O was ahead in line, so this is quite the turnaround. And Tetristime getting up high here. Long bar gets over, keeps bringing it down. D60, he's got 2 more available if he can go no burns, and he might have to. There's 1. Or not no burns, but few burns. And there he is, E12, and O is in the process of topping out at the exact same time, but 32 lines earlier. And that is going to be game number 3 for Tetristime. E12 for the former, C26 for the latter. Let's refresh these players again. Did you get it? The ladder? All right. All right, I think we have a lighter coat now. We have a lighter jacket. All right, I'm gonna put the new pieces in. Ready? All right, see if you can pin it. If you can pin it faster than Seed Pinner. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Ready? Nope. Robots taking your jobs. Zook, I took your job. I farmed it out. Is the winner of this taking on the winner of the next match? Yes. Here, we'll show you the bracket again. So the matches we're playing, Tetristime versus O, Cryticalapis versus Cole. And then they will meet up in that match 25 up at the top left corner and determine a semifinalist. Yeah, it took me an hour, Zook. It literally took me an hour. And I already had, like web space, so it was cost nothing extra. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it. My robot did it. Robot? Mr. Brain says, my dad never pronounces robot correctly. He says robot. But people did say that. There's a great episode of Columbo where there's a robot in it, And Columbo just says robot throughout the whole thing, and I love it. People used to say that. 498, 470. And we just need a ready. All right, we got a ready 18 from Tetristime. Let's go. Oh, has got to win this one to try to force a decider. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, the robots are taking our job. I mean, they used to say, and I think that people used to say that. Like that was something that people would say. Like I don't know. I don't know when we all started saying robot. I don't know, it sounds robotic to say it that way, but I think people used to say robot. Your favorite Columbo is the one with Johnny Cash. That's a good one. That is a good one. What is the one? There's so many that I like. I think it was wasn't a Patrick McGowan one. I like the one with chess. There was the one with that happened with it was in the chess world, so I like that. I like the one where this was this great conductor, and he had the young kind of ingenue in the orchestra that he was seeing, and that was that one. The first couple episodes are, I could watch them all the time. I mean, I could watch all of it all the time. Even the later ones, even the 90s ones that aren't that good, I still like them. 161 for, it's like, top, let's say top, at least top 10 show, maybe top 5. 182 for Tetristime, 183 for O. I like any of the Robert Culp episodes. I like Robert Culp a lot. I don't know why. I also like that he was in, wasn't he in The Greatest American Hero? All right, we're just talking about old TV. Anyway, was he in Greatest American Hero? Wasn't he like the cop that was working with The Greatest American Hero? 322 for Tetristime, 346 for O. I think I need to make like an AI version of myself, so because I have all these weird interests, and maybe I just need to make an AI friend so I can talk about all my dumb interests. I was right. Yeah, William Cott and Robert Culp. You like Matlock? I never watched a lot of Matlock. That sounds like the kind of show I would like. I should go back and watch all that. I'm a sucker for a lot of stuff. I mean, I like Murder, She Wrote. I love that. Quincy. Love Quincy. I like these curmudgeons, Yeah, the hypnotist one. Who is the villain in that one? Anyway, 488 for Tetristime, 514 for O. Yeah, I forget who the murderer was in that one. But I remember the guy. I remember. Yeah, it was an early episode too, wasn't it? Where do I stand on Andy Rooney? I love Andy Rooney. Are you kidding? Love Andy Rooney. Larry King, Andy Rooney. $539 for long bar in Tetris 562. If you want to, I love Norm Macdonald. I love Andy Rooney, but I also love Norm Macdonald, and I love Norm Macdonald doing Andy Rooney. It's great. It's so good. 63240. What's up, Zempro? Everyone give a round of applause to Zempro. 657. That is a rather reasonable transition score. 4-0 into 19. Long bar into Tetris for Tetristime. You're going to try to go no burns here. See if he can get the bar in time. He does. And that is a 637. So pretty healthy 600Ks for both players. There's a Tetris for Tetristime. 664. 709 for O. I didn't like Walker, Texas Ranger. It was too... It was I think it was so, there's things that are so bad they're good, but it was so bad it was bad. To me. You know, your mileage may vary, but I didn't like it. And a little bit after my time in some ways. Like, I don't know, I wasn't watching TV around the time that was on. Like wasn't that like late 90s? I wasn't watching TV then. All right, that's a Tetris for tea time. 807, 852 for O. And O's, you know, setting up that dependency in the middle of the board. That'll have to be addressed. He would love to address it with a bar sometime this century. And he's just going to take the triple. Didn't work out. But long bar in, good board. 899. Tetristime in trouble. Gets the long bar over. 50 lines to go until the speed doubles, so he should have time to burn out of this. No problem. Chuck Norris sings the theme song. Oh, boy. A64 for O. Long bar in Tetris. 961 for Tetristime. C21 for Tetristime. A75. I mean for O. A75 for Tetristime. Hasselhoff sings the theme song for Baywatch. The one I think the best one that I like as far as the star singing the theme song. Oh boy, Chef O gonna top out. C37. So Tetristime, if he can chase him down, can win this right now, but he can't. And that means O is going to force a deciding game number 5. So it is Decider time. Yeah, my favorite show where the star sings the song. It was the Fall Guy, with Lee Majors. All right, players are gonna take a break, a little bathroom break. I'll run 1 minute ad. All right, so the ad is on there. So this is exclusive content, guys. Exclusive content. But yeah. Oh, Frasier. Yeah, Frasier does do that. It's not my. I guess not my favorite theme song. It's one of my top shows, like top 10. But I don't love the theme song that much. But yeah, Fall Guy, Lee Majors, great. I love the story of that show too, because when they went to pitch the show to the exec, like the network exec, to get, like, hey, do you want to do this show? All they did was go in. They didn't give you a little précis of the show or what it was about. They just went in and sung the theme song, and they green-lighted it based on the theme song. I love that. Not many people know that She's Like the Wind in Dirty Dancing is sung by Patrick Swayze. That's true. I think many people know it, but the majority of people don't know it. But I think many know that. I'm just splitting hairs for no reason. But yeah, no, it's true. It is true. Patrick Swayze. It's also the worst song on the soundtrack, which we had in my house. In my house, damn it, we had the Dirty Dancing soundtrack on tape. My mom had it. I didn't have it. I had, I would, and I never listened to it, of course. My mom listened to it. All right, we're going to pop the pieces in. I see people stirring. Oh. This should be fun. Yeah, I never listened to the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. It was only my mom. Yeah, I was listening to, death metal and gangster rap and really aggressive, aggressive metal music, of course. Okay. No. I did listen to it. Lest anyone think I did not. Okay. 00. We got a Ready 18. Yeah, big masculine music. That's right. All right. Anyway, it's time for the deciding game number 5. The winner of this moves on to the top 8. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I didn't really listen to that. I did have a rap phase, like when everybody had a rap phase in like 1989. I was 12 or 13 or how old was I? Maybe it was 1988. Maybe I was 13, 14. Excuse me. Okie dokie, 91,000 for Tetristime, 92,000 for O. All right. Oh, and all kinds of trouble here in the early phase of this 18, but should clear away easily with the right pieces. That long bar will help. He's got a dirty Tetris set up if he can keep it open. I know he's going to just take the burns. Still keeps that Tetris intact. And now kind of running out of places to stash stuff, and he just can't seem to find a bar when he's got the thing open. So there's a double, and he's like, where? There's a bar. Finally. Oh, it's like pleading, yelling at the game. Like, what are you doing? All right, bars coming now for Tetris time. There's a Tetris out, 215 through 67. So right now, Tetris time on pace for about a 650, 19. Oh, on pace for about a 400, low 400s. So got to pick up the pace here in the back half of the 18 phase. Oh man, that's a lot of burns that have to be taken over on that left side on O's board. You can see there's just no way out of that. You can get a dirty here though. Try to take the sting off it. So I guess there's a little bit of a way out of it, but the piece is not cooperating, and you just can't see him. You get these bars when he wants them, and he's just going to take the whole thing down. There's the bar finally. He's like, come on. So, feeling a little bit victimized here by the RNG, and who can blame him? 302 for him, 473 for Tetris time. Osikara says, my favorite Tetris is a dirty Tetris. What are the other? I guess there's non-dirty Tetrises. Tetris for tea time. I'm gonna tuck that L in there, looking for the J. No, gonna use the S for the S spin. Long bar in Tetris time, 590. So we can get two more Tetrises before 19. There's one, and he's got a good flat, workable stack. Long bar into 19, 638. So O gets a 448. We've had a lot of Tetris today, and we're gonna have two more matches. So it's a good CTM day, right? There's a dirty 40524. He's back by over 200,000 points. Line count pretty close. By the way, if you want to support this whole enterprise, a great way to do that is to support the prize pool. We're sitting at 375.47. So pretty far away from our goal. So if you can do anything, $1, $2, $5, whatever you got kicking around, that would be great. Thanks, Burbia. Appreciate that. Of course, Burbia, a whale, as we call them in the business, really pumping up that prize pool. Dozens of contributions. I think he's almost up to $1 cumulatively. So there it is. Another one from Burbia. Thank you. All right. So O is back by 330 something thousand points. This is a huge, huge lead for Tetristime. Really not slowing down much. He's got a 921 on 24. And there's a bar that's going to help him. And a Tetris for Tetristime, 952. And long bar down, Tetris for O. And kind of a frustrating decider, I think, for O so far. But there's still a lot of time and a lot can happen. But he is back by over 400,000 points. Tetristime just not slowing down. So you can see why he would get a #1 seed in this event. But we're still on the, 19th phase. So not out of it yet. Oh, Tetristime in trouble. Okay, gonna get that burn down. That left side, I don't think, there's no all right, there's a burn. 10 lines away. Kind of dicey for Tetristime at B41. So O is on 29 now at 748. Tetristime way up high. So this could, there's a dirty triple, and Tetristime going to top out at B55. The chase down target for O is B56. B56. So O has got to get on his horse. It's a 1.15. It's like 380,000 points. And, so that, it's a big chunk of change, but still doable. Got to get to B56. If he does, he'll be in the top 8. There's a long bar Tetris, 837. Oh, and he's kind of just, these placements are causing these extra burns, which really doesn't want to take right now. And man, just under shifting. A lot of extra burns, and he's got to make up. It's still doable. Remember, Tetris is here worth over 45,000 points. So, 5 of them here. That's like 20 pieces, so he would have to go pretty efficient, and man, it just seems like he's not able to get too many misdrops here and just not able to bring the efficiency to this chase down. And that means Tetristime's B55 into 29 is gonna hold. O had a chance, but he wasn't able to get it done. So Tetristime and O, the former, will be going to the top 8. The latter is out of the tournament. So GG's Tetristime. We'll go ahead and report this to the Centralized Tetris Reporting Authority Bureau. What is it? I'm not sure. We will do that. Where is my thing? Stream settings. Now, where's the? How do I share it from this screen? I don't think I can. It's kind of annoying. All right, folks, we're gonna run an ad. We'll be back with the next match. It's gonna be Cryticalapis versus Cole, and that will determine Tetristime's opponent. So, GG's to both these players. Oh, hope to see you again. Played great. Top 16, not too shabby. All right, let's set this one up. It's going to be the yellow side. All right, let's get these refreshed, and then I'm going to just take a moment. Once I get both these players refreshed, I need to see if I can make a refresh button. All right, Cole's already lined up, so that's good news. More or less lined up. All right, I'll be right back. All right, let's get our other player lined up. And then we can begin. I'll put the pieces in the chat, players, while I do that. All right, I got to flop Cryticalapis around. Critical. It's critical. Critical APIs. Root for a good match. Yeah, true. There you go. Root for, decider the whole way. All right, my peeps. It's the, what is it? Top 16. Pieces are in the chat. Let me refresh. Let me reset this. There you go. Oh, you want me to learn Pokemon. I would love to. Maybe next year. Maybe next year we can learn Pokemon. All right, players. Pieces are here. It is time. I guess Cole gonna finish up his deal here. There's something still a little off about the way these are lined up. Let me see what that is. What is that? Actually. Reset? What is going on? Well, I guess I'll figure it out when I figure it out. $2D87CF. Okie dokie, guys. It is time. You're 1 day into new pads? All right, both players are on seed. As soon as we get it ready from both, we can begin. Should I refresh them one time? That's just one more time. Okay, they are ready. It's Cryticalapis versus Cole. The top 16, the winner goes to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 1.6 on the board. Wow. Intimidation factor. All right, there we go. It's a little better. That'll work. On the left side of your screen, it's Cryticalapis, seed number 8 from the United States of America, qualled in with a 1.424 average of 2. Got an overall PB last I checked of 2.967. He's ranked number 13 in the most recent Premier poll, and in virtue of his top 8 seeding, got a 2-round bye. So, oh, yiker. Oh, look, little give up energy there from Cryticalapis up near the top of the board. It's possible there wasn't anything he could do anyway, but that is a level 18 top out for Cryticalapis, and Cole is good in game number 1. It's kind of funny though, because he's like, oh well, I'm done, and then he got like perfect piece to clear that top thing. Now, could he have done something after that? Don't know. If his hand was on the controller, maybe. Hard to say. Hard for me to say. I'm sure an expert could tell you, but all right, new pieces here for game 2. 7B57FF. 7B57FF. Okay. Okay, game number 2. Let's see if we can get through the intros at least. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So anyway, Cryticalapis at seed number 8, got 2-round bye. This is first match in this month's tournament. Debuted back in February of 25 and 10 appearances. Overall, has made it to the top 16 multiple times, so he's looking for his first top 8. Debuted in Mega Masters this year as well. Played in Tap Masters, top 16 in that. Also debuted in CTWC Gold in 2026. And you saw him at Philadelphia and Connecticut and Boston over the last couple of years. Won a future circuit back in November of 2025, defeated Jati 3-1 in the finals of that one. Also won a community tier 2 back in April of 25 and defeated Tea for Dinner. So Cryticalapis going for his first top 8, though he finds himself very quickly down a game to none in this one to Cole. Cole at 82,000 right now, Critical 116. Cole is seed number 9 from the USA with a PB of 5.45 million, ranked number 15 in the Premier poll. You can find, there's the double tuck of the T. You can find the full results of the rankings over at premierpoll.com. Use the PP command to bring up the links. Cole got a 1-round bye as seed number 9 and then beat Bendy 3-1. Bendy had to play Das in that one. Cole, it seems like this shouldn't be the case, but Cole debuted in Masters in April of 2024. 17 appearances in this, including 4 Mega Masters appearances. Played in a little bit of everything. He played in a Das Masters at one time. Played in a Stupid Tetris Monthly No Bars. 4-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. Top 16 a couple of years in a row. 24, 25. Won the Philadelphia Regional in 25, defeating Meme. Won the Detroit one in 2024, beat Walbant. Also played at Columbus, Northeast Regional, Illinois, Ohio, Stillwater, Toronto, Boston, all over the world. Won a Challenger Circuit back in February of 24 and a Futures in October of 2025, defeating Kitten and Firedox, respectively. And Respectfully, right? Very respectful player, Cole known as. So those are the players. 346 for Critical, 289 for Cole. What's up, Chen? Welcome. $337 for Cole, $392 for Cryticalapis. They've met in a bunch of other venues, but this is their first time in the Masters event playing against one another. They did play in Futures at one point back in October of 2025. But they played in things like CTL, Classic Tetris League, Tetris Friendlies, and bi-weekly. 508 for Critical, 454 for Cole. There's an adjust for Cole and lots of adjustments you can see. I mean, look at this. Look at these adjustments. Somebody's been studying. I don't know. Where do you get all these adjustments from? You got an Anki deck. You got some sort of training software. I don't know what's going on. Well, I don't know what these top players are doing, but pretty sick. 524 for Cole, 623, or they're just smart. Like, could be that. Could just be that. Log bar down, Cole, 546. Critical, 623. And he has got 2 more available. He's sitting at 646. Won't be enough. Well, he's probably not going to go no burns here anyway, so he's going to have to take that burn. So one more available. And long bar in 674, transition into 19 for critical, 639 for Cole. So this is a good one. You like when the seeds are good. Tetris for critical, 704. There's one Cole, 666. The Vits, the real-time actual true Vits for critical. You'll love to see it. Oh, and another one. So just Vitsing with wild abandon. The true Vits, the T-spin. The T's are being spun. Eyes are being vertically set up as tucks. What the heck? 816 critical. Oh, kind of double flip of that. We've seen that double flip from critical before. Now he is on new pads, so we'll see if that persists, but we hope not. We want to see a clean game. Tetris for critical, 902, 840 for Cole. Some people would call that Corian bars. I don't like that, but I said it, so I guess I'm guilty. All right, Tetris for critical, 945. And there's a long bar in. So we are really close. They're 4,000 apart, same line count. They're one away from the max, the 1 million minus one. There's a Tetris Cole. So he's got it. Critical's already got it. Level 26. Tetris Cole B14, 1.1 million. That's the B. Critical's got the B. And Cole with a Tetris B87. And yeah, he's going to take the burns into 29 at B90. Critical's in at B75. And Critical's board, oh no, that is going to be a top out at B81. That means Cole is good in game number 2 and will go up 2 games to none. I'm going to run a 60-second ad after Cole tops out, which he's doing right now. So I'm going to take the ad. Players, you got 60 seconds. All right, somebody want to try to outdo the seed pinner again? Ready? I'm gonna count. I'm gonna do a. Well, no, I won't. I don't want to distract the players. All right, ready? Try to do it. Ready? I'm gonna do it. Nope. Seed pinner. Who will beat the seed pinner? I guess if you're a mod, you could unpin it and repin it, but don't do that because that would distract the players. The whole point is to pin the seed so they can see it, right? Yeah, mandatory hydration breaks. Yeah, Everlasting Father, we're not really interested in comments like that. Yeah, we're not really interested in that. So, why don't you support the player that you like, and then leave it at that? How about that? Okay, looks like both players are ready. EF8F4D. Yes, game number 3. Cole is up 2 games to none. Cryticalapis has got to win to stay in. Let's go with 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We are underway. So Cryticalapis got to win this one to continue on. Mr. Brain says pretty much everyone in this tournament, if you took them back in time 10 years, would win the world championship. I mean, yeah, kinda. If you go back to like 2011, right? The first time CTWC was in its more or less current format, because the 2010 format was kind of a weird format. You know, a lot of people in this chat would win the CTWC back then. But that's how things start, right? So it's okay. Like, Mr. Brain, you would at least win a round 1 match. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, nice tuck here for Cole to sort of straighten out that right side of the board. Brings it down. He's set up for a Tetris now. You're not very good at 18. I mean, I think they were starting on like level 9. It was a different world. Those 2011 matches are somewhere online, but I think they're on some weird, or some of it's on some like channel that you wouldn't expect, like Gamer Geek Girl or something. Like there's some channel that you're like, why is it over there? All right, 216 for Cole, 229 for Critical. There's a Tetris, Cole, 241. How'd the first match go? Yeah, it was a good one. It was a, I don't know, you want me to spoil it? It's a decider. I will tell you that. Hard fought. Oh, Critical there. 326, kind of a late rotation on that bar. When's no bars coming back? I don't know. I don't know that we're going to do those formats on like a strictly yearly cadence, but you know, with any time I do a thing and introduce a new thing, and I've, you know, I don't want to self-aggrandize, but I've introduced a lot of, you know, new things or popularized some things, and you know, that people enjoyed. And my hope with it was always that someone picks it up and runs with it. So like, you know, we did Monday Night Chasedown. So the Wars crew, you know, they do their own version, PBTV. They run with it, right? I like coming up with the ideas and then just seeing them, you know, propagate throughout the world. I like that. But yeah, that's what I mean. I like that. I mean, when I created, you know, when I started doing restreamers, like there was no restreamer ecosystem back in the day, but the hope was that a bunch of people would learn how to run their own Tetris tournaments so that we could have an expanded scene. And that's what happened. Like, you know, everybody's running their own events and things. So that's what happened. So that's always my hope, is that, you know, maybe I'll do a thing and maybe I won't do it forever, but you know, it'll inspire some people to do their own thing. So that's what I'm hoping with some of these other modes. And, you know, Stupid Tetris Monthly just kind of revitalize interest in certain weird modes and stuff. So 560 for Critical, 548 for Cole. Like any tourney. Yeah, I mean, I didn't invent goofy side mode events, to be sure. But I just hope, like, you know, kind of trying to popularize it and, I don't know, creating more of an appetite in viewers for it. Because it was pretty niche, you know, like basically Hydrant and his friends, you know. Oh, boy, Cole, that is a top out at 601. And Critical is good in game number 3. So a kind of an, I mean, it's weird to call 19, you know, 20 an early top out, but it is. But Cryticalapis is good. We even call 29 to 30 early top outs at this point. I mean, kinda. All right. Game number 4 incoming. Again, players, you can take a moment if you need it. That's fine. So who knows? Maybe somebody will make a no bars league or something. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the point. Maybe somebody will make a no bars league or a, you know, whatever. No rotation league. You know, hope somebody does it. All right, looks like both players are ready and on seed, so let's go. Game number 4, Critical. If he wins this one, could force a decider in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, starting off with 2 bars. Which is not possible in the default game, right? Like in the original game, I don't think starting off with 2 bars is possible. Have I started considering starting an all bars league? Yeah, I mean, that's been played. That's been played. It's very boring. It's not as exciting. What is exciting is if you do like extra bars, like back in the old days. I don't know if she ever ran this, but the founder of this whole thing, this tournament, Friday Witch, either did do or wanted to do a home run derby where there would be like extra bars. Like maybe there would be twice as many bars, something like that. I mean, that could be interesting. 103 for Critical, 142 for Cole. Green Tea got a 1.3 playing extra bars for fun. $196 for Critical, $212 for Cole. This is a very, very interesting month. You know, there's some folks who took a tournament off. So we could see some pretty wild, pretty wild scenarios toward the end of this whole thing. 7-bag maybe. Yeah, 7-bag is fun. Again, it does get a little formulaic, but that could be fun to see because, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea because you're at least guaranteed to get a long bar every so often. So it'll be fun. It would be fun to see, like, just how aggressive people get knowing one's coming, within 13 or 12 pieces or whatever it is. With a 29 cap, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not. Is it in Gym? I don't think it's in Gym. There is a hack for it, but all right. Cool. 410, 396 Critical. You can 8-bag with one of the seeds? Really? Yeah, it's one seed. I just play that one over and over, I guess. 471 for Cole, 495 for Critical. Cole gets a Tetris. He's 2 lines back, and they're about 1,000 points apart. So super close here in game number 4. Tetris for Critical. He's on 19 now at 569. Cole, 539. One more Tetris can be had before 19. He's going to get it. He's in at 565. Cole with a Tetris 647. Both players now on 21. Critical now into 22. Multiple next boxes in gym. I mean, yeah, that would be fun. No, Mike did not. What's up, Alejo? Mike did not die. You know, sometimes you just need to watch what's happening. There's a Tetris for Critical, 781, 761 for Cole. Okay, a little bit of a misdrop there. Critical, I'm not sure where that ended up happening. That one, if that was just a completely errant spin or kind of an adjustment that went wrong. We'll see. But right now, Critical ahead in score, but also ahead in lines. All right, Cole could use that J piece. No, now could you? Oh, missed the spin of the S. There's a dirty for Cole, 969, but Critical at A22. Again, Critical ahead 6 lines. So really pretty close to tied. Pace-wise, but you can't quite count points you haven't scored yet. Now, Critical in a real spot here. That's going to be a top out for Critical at A66. Chase down target is A67. A67. And Cole's in a really rough spot. Oh no, that's a top out. And all of a sudden we have got ourselves a decider. Critical's face. My goodness gracious. All right, players, take a moment if you need it. Back-to-back deciders here in our top 16. All right. Pieces are here, guys. F55E05B. F5E05B. That's what it is. Seed Pinner doing a bang-up job today. All right, this is it. The winner of this one game decides who goes to the top 8. To take on Tetristime, our number 1 seed. Either way, we will have, whatever happens, one of these 3 players will be a first time finalist. So, they've never, none of the 3 players still alive in this quadrant have been in the finals. So that is a possibility. Tetris for Cole, 117, 115 for Critical. Underway here in game number 5. Tetris for Critical, 212. 188 for Cole. Is Tetristime the number 1 seed? Yes. You can check out the bracket using the bracket command. Did I update the bracket command this month? I did. Look at that. Thank you, past Vandy. Critical 303, 280 for Cole. And Cole's going to Tetris. So now even lines are even. They're 500 points apart. Vandy, how many hours have I streamed today? Yeah, usually it's about 1 hour per Masters match on average. Maybe it's 50 minutes, between 50 and 60 minutes. So this will be the, 6th match of the day? That's nothing. That's nothing. $417 Critical. There's a Tetris Cole, 378. Back in the old days, you would stream 7 hours and you'd get like 28 matches done. Players are too good now. Too good. I was never an Excel sheet Tetris fan. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? .508 critical, 429 Cole. Burbia likes using spreadsheets. I'm with you. I'm not great at it, but I do like them. 4-person overlay, 1 day for the entire bracket. I mean, we did some of that in the early rounds. But, you know, we're an online tournament. So it's like, I don't want to do a 4-person overlay. You want to give each match the undivided attention. Although we still, our attention is very divided between Tetris, classic TV, and discussion of food. But .563 critical, 588 for Cole. There's a Tetris for critical, 1 line apart, 2,000 points apart. So, yeah, we are looking at, 656,000 transition for critical, 660 for Cole. Another double 600K just when the players need him. There's a Tetris Cole, 734. Level 20. Critical. Waiting. And there's a Tetris. Long bars for both. All right, critical. Cleaning his board up. Cole's board. Big spire in the middle. Trying to get that squared away. Squared it away. Tetris critical, 797, 819. Should I go see Spirited Away? It's playing in a theater in my town. $875 for Cole. Long bar in Tetris, 904. Critical back by 73,000. Tetris is now worth 30,000 points. You should go see the Odyssey in IMAX. Yeah, I am going to see it in August. We kind of waited too long to get tickets anytime this month. We're going to see it in August. All right, Tetris Cole, max out 25. There's another one. At this moment, Cole with about a 100,000 point lead. There's a Tetris critical, 812. Cole has got the 1.1 and more, and he could get into 29 with a 1.2. There it is, 1.2. 2 Tetrises still possible. How long do you hold out for him? There's one. And, well, maybe he doesn't have to hold out very long. We'll see. And the long bar over 1.28 million transition for Cole. The top of his board, very concerning, though. So he's got to figure out a way to bring this down. Oh, no, that left side. That is going to be a problem. That's going to be a top out for Cole at C95. And Critical was topping out at B64. So an opportunity there for Critical, if he just could have found a way to bring that stack down on 29, to chase down Cole, who topped out on level 30. But it was not to be. I think both of them really succumbed to the same drought, the same high stack going into the same place. So Cole will survive. He went up 2-0 in this match, and Critical came back and won 2 in a row and put Cole back on his heels. But Cole responds with a big, big pace. So, I mean, he had 600. He had 600, like 650 into 19, and like I think about 600 posts. So pretty crazy. So that means Cole will move on to the top 8. Critical, you performed very, very well. So hope to see you again in future months. GG's to you, and a good match. A good resilience, right? It's easy to go down 2-0 and just kind of mentally throw it in. Critical didn't do that, stayed in it. And I guess Cole is like done. Cole's like, yep, noping out. I'm out of here. We take, yeah, you can take 5. Yeah, well, let's come back in. It's 9:42 right now. I'm gonna come back in like 5 minutes. That is totally fine. Here, let's open my timer. I need a better timer. It always says okay when I open it. What is it called? My stream timer. So we're gonna come back in 5 minutes, y'all. All right, I'll be back. Stay tuned. Oh, it won't let me run ads? Come on. Should I really be eating yogurt before doing vocal work? I don't think so. I think that's like against the law. But I did it, you know? Kind of a rule breaker, a maverick. All right, I'll eat the damn yogurt. Yeah, if it's Greek yogurt, it's okay. I agree. It is. It is okay. It's better with Greek yogurt. It's with other yogurts, it's like, yeah, too lactosey. All right, players, it's time for your pieces. 01B899. 01B899. Thank you, Seed Pinner, for the pin. Appreciate that. Pinners are winners. 3-stream streak from Blue Scooty's grandpa. I think yogurt with an H is a weird spelling. Oh, with an O-U-R-T? I've never seen O-U-R-T. That's pretty weird. My quartet got our worst ever score because our lead thought getting a milkshake before the contest was a good idea. That is not a good idea. Let me just refresh both these players. Seed 1 and seed 9. 9 times. Okay, guys. Both players got the seeds in correctly. That's good. As soon as we get it ready from both, we will begin. Tetristime said ready 18. All right, we are good. Well, this is it, y'all. Tetristime versus Cole. Seed number 1 and seed number 9. One of these players will be in the semifinals in Masters for the first time ever. Let's find out who it's going to be. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. That's right. The top 8 is the best performance on record for both of these players. Let me find one of these cameras and get them lined up. They are off camera. Well, I guess that's what we have for now. That's fine. We'll deal with it. Don't worry about it. You just play Tetris. Don't worry. You just play. You're fine. You're totally fine. Once the game starts, don't worry about anything except for the Tetris. On the left side, Tetristime. Seed number 1. A 2-round bye and then defeated O in the round of 16 to get to this top 8 Masters debut all the way back in May of 2021. 20 appearances and has been in the top 8 3 previous times. He's looking to get to those semifinals for the first time. He's a 3-time Mega Masters player. He's a 7-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, got to the top 8 in that in 2021. Cole on the left well. Tetristime also has won multiple regional tournaments over the last couple of years, including Phoenix, SoCal, Vegas, Washington, and appearances at other ones, including Kansas City, Columbus, Genesis. Won a couple of challenger circuits. Both of those are in May. Both of those are in 2021. $229 for Tetristime, $174 for Cole. On the right side, it's Cole. Cole got a 1-round bye, defeated Bendy 3-1 in the round of 24, and then defeated Cryticalapis in a decider A thrilling one. 3 games to 2, of course. That's what a decider is, so there's no reason to say it again, I guess. This is Cole's 18th appearance, debuted back in April of 2024, and has been a top 8er 4 times, including 3 times in 2025. And Cole, too, looking to get into those semifinals for the first time. 4-time Mega Masters player. Got into the top 8 in 2026. And a 4-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. Back-to-back top 16s in 24 and 25. Cole also a winner at CTWC Regionals, including Philadelphia and Detroit. And good finishes in Columbus, Northeast, in Connecticut, Toronto, Boston Tea Parody, Stillwater, all the places. Challengers winner back in 24 and a Futures winner back in 25 as well. 351 for Tetristime, 314 for Cole. Tetristime trying to dig out of this. Doesn't seem to be in any danger as the roller this high on 18, but this does chew up some efficiency here on 18. Cole 408, Tetristime 366. Cole is clean. And yeah, good adjust with that T to make a good home for that long bar in the middle. Good work from Cole. Tetris 453. 393 Tetristime. 1 line apart. $486 for Tetristime. $507 for Cole. Oh no, sir. There's a Tetris for Tetristime. $554. His next 2 lines to take him into 19. It's going to be by way of a Tetris. 578 into 19 for Tetristime. And Cole is in at 622. A lot of 600K transitions on Cole's side today. There's a Tetris Cole, 647. There's one Cole, 674, 631 for Tetristime. So super close, I think, as expected. All right, both players with some cleanup to do. Longbar goes down for a Tetristime, knocks down a triple. And very spiry, vertically type board here for Tetristime. And really kind of for Cole too, but flattening it out. Tetristime brought this back down. And so is Cole. Cole ahead by, I don't know, 47,000. Yeah, Tetristime with a bit of a snarl. Left side of the board, bunch of holes. Trying to get him cleared away. And Cole in a bit of a pickle as well. How does he survive this? The answer is he does not. He tops out at 876. Chase down target 877 for Tetristime. $877 is the target, and he gets it right there. So Tetristime able to survive and knock down game number 1. Padless growing pains. Oh, Cole's on Padless. I forgot. All right, we'll put in some new pieces here. 603032, all numbers. All right, they look like they're on seed. They look like they're ready. Let's get them started. Game number 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Vandy, have you tried Costco's chicken tenders? You mean like in the food court? Or like as something you buy in the grocery section and take home? I'm trying to think. If it's the food court, then I don't think I have. But, you know, I would try them. I would be willing to try them. As far as things you buy in the grocery store, I mean, we buy... Well, we don't really buy, like, raw chicken tenders much anymore. Normally, we buy thighs and then wings. Like drum, you know, like party wings. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 93,000 apiece for these two players. Tetristime gets a Tetris. Cole, his board needs some attention first. Let's see. Vandy, how's the weather down in Yeehaw land? It's hot, you know, between 98 and 99 across the board every day. Are we on random music? No, we're on non-random. The food court item, I have not tried that. I will try them, and I will let you know. Why have you tried them? What did you think of them? I am interested to know. As a Costco fan, as a Tendy fan, I like Tendies. Yeah, Tetristime 208 here, and weird board. A weird, spiry 18 board. Thank God you don't live there anymore. You don't live here anymore? Where did you go? All right, Cole set up in column 2. Gets it. There you go. Nobody wants to be set up in column 2. Have you lived in Michigan like the whole time that you've been in the Tetris world, or have you moved since? Like, I don't need the details. I'm just curious if that was recent or a long time. You don't have to answer. He just moved. You moved last week. Oh, okay. Well, you got yourself a hockey team. Now, are you gonna continue to root for the same hockey team, or are you gonna switch allegiances to the Red Wings? $296 for Tetristime, $298 for Cole. You will not become. Now, were you? I know you wore a Stars jersey, but were you a Stars fan? I mean, sometimes people just get jerseys and like hockey and wear the thing, but you are a Stars fan. All right, so you're going to remain a Stars fan. All right, I respect it. They talk about, here we go, 387 for Tetristime, 367 Cole. They talk about I don't know, if you live in one of these kind of medium cities without a major league team, they're always thinking we're going to bring a baseball team. We're going to bring a basketball team. What do you think? And then, I'm a transplant. I'm not from Texas. I'm a Red Sox fan, a Patriots fan. I guess if I cared about basketball and hockey, I would root for those teams. But I could think if they brought a team to Austin, I've been here almost 20 years. Would I be a fan of the new team in my city? I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I mean, I don't think I could stop watching the Red Sox, but can you really care about two teams equally? $480 for Tetristime, $481 for Cole, in the same sport. Because, I follow the Red Sox, daily. We watch the games. We have them on in the background when we're doing other stuff, working on the computer, the game's on. We watch the content. I don't know. I'm into it. Oh, boy. Tetristime is in trouble. Okay. Can he possibly get out of this? Oh, no, that is a top out for Tetristime. And Cole is good in game number 2. And Cole's a gift. I have received a gift. An 18 top out from the number 1 seed. Cole will take it. I thought for a second, I was I thought he's gonna dig this. I thought he was going to do it, but it's so RNG dependent. And it's so, look at all those holes. They're just bad. There was a moment I thought he had it. All right, new pieces are here. Thank you, Seed Pinner, for the pin. BE73E9. I like that this is now a solved problem. And that I don't have to yell at people in chat. And one less thing I can yell about, because it's not, it's fake yelling, it's for fun, but it's just one less thing to worry about. You miss the old way, you like the yelling. All right, well, once the players have started the game, if you want to unpin the seed and repin it for old time's sake, it's how they have these these working colonial farms that you can go to as a history lesson, and they take field trips there. Well, you can do that for seeds, right? You know, we don't need you to churn butter and pin seeds, but it's fun to see how people used to do it back in the old days. So if you want to do that, like Colonial Williamsburg or Sturbridge Village, you can do that. All right, looks like both players are ready now. Here's game number 3. And what was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3. Tied at a game apiece. Cole, the sweatshirt's coming off. You know it's serious now. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, 7 lines, same score. All right, it's close one early on. Here in game 3. Yeah, we already in this month. We've already got Tugi into the final 4 for the first time ever. One of these players will be into the final 4 for their first time ever. This is an exciting month. All right, 234 for Cole, 236 for Tetristime, 2 lines apart. Oh, the adjustment for Cole. Look at that. All right, little S flat there. Taking the burns. You know, you save some, you spend some. Tetris Cole 283, the 283 for Tetristime. All right, Tetristime kind of passing up the Z spins there. Finally gets a T to tuck in. And long bar over Tetris for Tetristime 309 through 68, 306 through 64, and players trending toward another double 600K transition. This is the year of the 600K transition. I have not checked the official, you know, statistics or whatever, the Marfram Scout statistics. I haven't checked any of that, but I feel like the rate of 600K transitions this year it feels like it's off the charts. Maybe I'll go take a look at that later, but it just feels like it's like way higher on average than it has been even last year. Even in DAS. I feel like even in DAS. Even Cousin Avi has 2 600K transitions, so like what the heck? I guess the 600K transition has jumped the shark. Right, Avi? I mean, if Cousin Avi's getting him now, but... 431 for Tetristime, 461 for Cole. I saw a post said, if your life was the last video game you played, how would you fare? Tetris would be terrifying. Yeah, what would even real life Tetris be, I guess? You know, every once in a while, you know, someone will talk about like Tetris. They'll ask somebody, I don't know, you see that like in documentaries or even just like memes and stupid, you know, things like that. And people will be like, you know, Tetris is like life. You know, like you're always just gonna top out no matter what you do, you know. It's like, oh, you know, someone like crashed a game and didn't top out that time now. So that's over. You just gotta go with the flow. You gotta, you know, whatever pieces they give you, you just gotta make it fit. You know, you get all these pseudo profundities and whatnot. 541 for Tetristime. He's on 19 now. 586 for Cole into. We're all just blocks floating. We're all just blocks falling from the sky. And all you're trying to do is fit in. Just see where you fit, man. All right, 636 for Cole. 617 for Tetristime. Or the other thing they'll do is they'll be like, oh, you play Tetris? You must be really good at like organizing your closet. Yeah, Travis says, you must be really good at packing for trips. And it's like, that doesn't mean anything. Like the Harry Hung thing where he was like packing his truck or whatever for tailgating. Like, just because you're good at Tetris does not mean you're good at packing your luggage. 692 for Tetristime, 750 for Cole. Packing your luggage 2 to 3 items per second. Yeah. That's what people are doing. 782 for Tetristime, 869 for Cole. Mr. Brain says, you know how many times as a curler people said to me, hey, I'm good at sweeping my kitchen floor. I better be good at curling. Yeah, that's what it is. Just go hire the Merry Maids, I guess. Go recruiting at the Merry Maids. 882 for Tetristime. Long bar in. 915. 941 Cole. Brooms are gross, says Travis. That might be. I'll tell you what is gross. Kitchen sponges are gross. Like, nobody should have one of those. That is just like, how do they keep selling those awful green and yellow sponges? All right, both players have maxed out. Tetristime into 28, A53, A44 for Cole. He's going to get a Tetris A78. Tetristime into 29 at A90. Cole's next burn here will be into 29 at B26. There's a Tetris B62. Cole's got the lead by about 57,000. And now he's got to fix. Oh, Tetristime is in a lot of trouble. Gets a long bar down over to the right side. He's got to clear this down. And that right side is inaccessible. That's a top out for Tetristime at B46. And that means Cole is good in game number 3. If you wash your sponge after every use, they're no different than rags or towels. Okay, fine, but that's the whole point. Why, you know, I'm using a sponge to clean a thing, and now I got to clean the thing that I cleaned the things with, and how do I clean the sponge? Do I have to clean that thing too? It's a mess. Like, what do? You throw it in the dishwasher? Like, what do you do? Microwave it? I don't know. It just smells like hot mold to me. All right, 4903 AD. Use another sponge. We need a sponge cleaning sponge. Yeah, true. What's up, Czar Jordan? It's good to see you in here. You clean yourself when you shower, then your towel gets dirty. How? Right? I know. What was I about to do? Something. Oh, yeah. I got to do the thing that I do when someone goes up 2 games or someone is at 2 wins in the top 8. Okay, pieces are here. 4903. Did someone unpin them? Wait, did the seed pinner not work? Yeah, don't unpin the seeds if the players haven't put them in yet. Yeah, we need them pinned so the players can see them. Okay, Tetristime ready. See Cole ready. Game number 4. Tetristime needs to win. Try force a game 5. Cole can wrap it up right here. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I was just encouraging them to do it. I was encouraging them to do it after the game has started. It doesn't matter. Not while the players are trying to put the seed in. Listen, salty C-man. How you doing? Okay. Oh, Tetristime misses a spin on that L piece just to clean up this board a bit. Tea time is set up for a dirty. And yeah, very droughty right now. The players having to weather an early drought. And the pieces start coming. There it is. Long bar for both. Tetris for both. Yeah, those green and yellow sponges are just, I don't want them in my life like ever again. I feel traumatized by them. You just, you're cleaning something and your hands end up smelling gross from a sponge. Like, oh God. And then you go, oh, it doesn't come off and then it's getting all, I don't want it. Do not want. You guys old enough to know do not want meme? 133 for Cole, 112 for Tetristime. You have them on subscribe and save. They are the worst. At this point, I just use my hands or I use like a dedicated brush, and then the brush, it does not seem to hold on to odors. You think Dawn is the problem? Why is Dawn the problem? Dawn is great. $196 for Tetristime, $251 for Cole. You stopped using it and the smell vanished? Really? Ooh, that's interesting. Well, how do you I guess this is household tips with Vandy, but how do you I mean, you know, you gotta get the grease away. You need that surfactant, emulsifier nonsense that got going on in that Dawn. I use the power wash. I like both. I like the regular and then the power wash. Hannes doesn't like. Hannes, anytime you don't talk about Tetris, Hannes like blah, 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 blah. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. We get it. Nah, power wash is great. What are you talking about? Power wash rules. It just stinks now. You get used to it. I don't know. It's different. It's a little different, but it's good. $305 Tetristime, 101, 376 for Cole, 370 for through 98. Power wash on the washing machine. Oh, to like pre-treat? That's smart. Is that what you're doing? Pre-treating with it? It's really good. Bendy Straw, what's up? First time chatter, welcome. 444 for Cole, 351 for Tetris Time. There's the long bar in Tetris Time, 375. These players ranked 15 and 16 in the Premier poll. Oh, that long bar to the left. A little bit of a problem. A little diving board, but sending some double tucks. Oh, kind of early shift here for Cole. But, yeah, I mean, this, yeah, a little spin, this whip stuff in there. 4 lines to go for Cole, so he just needs to keep it low and deal the width on 19. Of course, it's only 19. These players are not intimidated by 19. Oh, a little adjust for Cole. All right, Tetris Time, 453, 489 for Cole. They're on 19 now. There's a Tetris Cole, 518, 505 for Tetris Time. Tetris Cole, 570. Tetris Time gets a bar. Playing fast and loose with those bar dependencies, but so far so good for Tetris Time, 589. Now, Tetris Time ahead 6 lines and back by 8,000 points. Tetris for Cole. Bendy Straw with the 24.52 into the prize pool gets us up to an even $400. Thank you, Bendy Straw. It's very kind of you. for a first-time chatter coming here, 2452. That's great. Thank you so much. 755, 758 for Tetristime. So the 3,000 apart. Yeah, there you go. There's Peace Cole's looking for to create a center well Tetris setup. Gets it 791. Tetristime, Tetris 862. They're 11 lines apart, and Tetristime like 2 Tetrises ahead, give or take. Okay, Tetristime on 28, 5 lines to go at 935. Cole, 867, 15 lines to go. There's a Tetris 900. Tetristime into 29 at 976. Cole with a Tetris, a little S flat there. And the long bar in Tetris Cole 975. So they're like dead heat into 29. Cole gonna knock this down, just kind of bring this all the way back down, start kind of clean palette here. A63 for Tetristime. He's 14 lines ahead. There's a Tetris from Cole, A23. So I think Cole with the pace lead, but that is not a real lead. You cannot count imaginary theoretical points. You still got to get them. B57 for Tetristime. There's a Tetris for Cole, B10, B99. Tetristime looking locked in. Little S flat here. There's a Tetris for Tetristime, C56. He's 100,000 points ahead, 13 lines ahead. And yeah, that's roughly equal. If you give Cole the Tetrises for these lines, then it's pretty close. Again, those are all theoretical points. You got to score them. Cole gets a dirty Tetris, 1 row up, C18, but now there's a snarl. So he has got to work on this. Must lock in and fix. Tetristime, 180,000 points away. He's on 36. Now, 190,000 point lead for Tetristime. And that left side is probably unsurvivable, and it will not be survived. So Cole is going to top out at C41. Tetristime able to come back and take game number 4. And that means that we are headed to another decider. 3 deciders in this stream. All right, give the players a minute. Let them chill out for a moment. I'm going to run the 60-second if it lets me. All right, we're going to run a 60-second. Oops, all deciders. Oops, all numerals. Look at that. 1199.74. King the Kid says, dude, Cole is so nice. Yeah, like most everybody's really nice. Actually. Most everybody's like, they're pretty nice. Do want to remind you all, we do have a prize pool. We're looking at, we got up to 400 today, which is good. It's okay. Well, that's not what that is about. It's good, but we'd like to get more. Our monthly target is $2,000. I think we hit it like every month, so we would love to get there. That means we can pay the top 8 instead of the top 4. So if you are so inclined, use that Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. Bring up the links. One of them says Masters July. That is the one for this tournament. All the prize pools are funded 100% by you, the viewers and or fans. So please do consider contributing. Any amount is good. No shame. I mean, Burbia contributes a penny at a time. All right, Tetristime says ready. And Cole is not quite ready, but will soon be ready. All right, got to get that hair up. Yes. Locking in. Knuckles being cracked. Gloves adjusted. Fingers being limbered up. Do your fingers. Earbuds being adjusted. And now, both players are ready. Game number 5. I guess one of these players will be moving on to the semifinals for the first time, and the other will be... There you go. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. What does do your fingers even mean? What does it mean? I think it just means, like, you know where that's from, right? It's from Alexei Pajitnov at CTWC 2019. I think it was 2019. Where he, you know, he was there to introduce the finalists or semifinalists, and you know, he was giving them a rousing speech and told them to do your fingers or something. I don't know. Something like that. And that just means, you know, crack your knuckles, I think is what he meant. You know, and you interleave your fingers and press them away from you. That was for Harry Hong? Is that what it was for? I didn't think that's what it was. Well, yeah, Harry has a grip that requires a certain amount of pressure. I actually use kind of a modified Harry Hung grip, and I have like for years. I don't hold it like as a DAS player. I don't just hold it like the standard, like, you know, old man dad hat wearing unk way. I use the Harry Hung grip. I don't know. I feel like it's now. Have I had success? No, but I feel like I have more control over the controller. If that makes any sense. Like it just feels locked in. So I get it. Now Harry was very, you know, he took it to a whole other level. Like he had to really lock in. Like when we had him on Tetris Deathmatch, like playing against Corion in a friendly match or whatever. And his thing was he had to be on Discord to get instructions because he could not, like back in the old days before you had the ready signal on the menu, you had to type in chat that you were ready, like Tetristime does still to this day. 259 for Tetristime, 258 line spin Cole. But Harry could not do that because once he was he had to be locked in with the grip first. And once he was locked in with the grip, he could not disengage the grip to type in the chat that he was ready. So we had to make special accommodations to get him on the show. And we had to have him in Discord to tell him when he was ready. So that was kind of fun. Like that grip thing is not, you know, it's not shtick on his part. It's a real thing. Like, he's got to be locked in. I thought he was always just doing shtick. Oh, there's kind of a double flip for Cole. This may not be too costly if he gets the right pieces, but no, he's going to end up having to burn a few lines here. Tetris column 8 for Tetristime 381. And Cole almost burned out of this. That L's going to go down. And he's trying to find a T piece or a long bar. Yeah, there we go. Long bar is good for that. And Tetris for Cole. 387 for him. Here comes another one. 410. So they're the same line count. And again, they're like 500 points apart, 400 points, whatever. Really, really close between these two, as it's been more or less every game in this match. So this match definitely living up to our expectations. Very close, tightly contested match between these two. 440 for Tetristime, 478 for Cole. Tetristime with a good flat, like 2/3 the way up board. I'm used to seeing him in all these spires and digs up this high, so it's kind of weird to see him with a flat stack up this high. All right, well, he's going to... Oh, there's a little spin there. Oh, he's set up for a dirty if he can get it real quick. And he will get it. Takes a few burns, but that's all right. He gets it. 500 for Tetristime. Cole is into 19 at 560. He will have the better 19 into. And Tetristime is in. There's a dirty Tetris, 527. Gets that Tetris right after 19 entry. It's about a 50,000 point lead for Cole when the lines are close. And Tetristime taking the burns. Trying to wait out the drought, or at least the kind of low bars kind of situation here. All right, 919 for Cole, 847 for Tetristime. Chen says classic Tetris 24/7 is showing Cole versus Tetristime. Oh man, which one do you keep open? A19 for Cole. He's got the max. 881 for Tetristime, 4 lines apart. There's a Tetris for both of them. 130,000 point lead for Cole now. And now we are just, 8 to 10 lines away from 29. There's a dirty Tetris for Tetristime. Tetristime into 29 at 980. Kind of a high stack here on 29, but no problem. Brings it down Tetris. Cole B74. He's like 160,000 points ahead. The lines are similar. Tetris for Cole, C25, 160,000 point lead for him. One line apart. Cole bringing the stack all the way back down. Tetristime building up like one row dirty, but ends up having to bring it down. So he's probably just going to have to burn all this away. Oh, Cole setting up column 9 with the bar. The long bar gets over C79. There's another Tetris. Cole D21. Almost a 200,000 point lead now for Cole. He's got to stay with it, and Tetristime is really just kind of, he's got to stay efficient and then hope something happens on Cole's side. We're about 50 lines away. And Tetristime's board climbing. I don't think this is recoverable. And no, that is going to be a top out for Tetristime. And Cole is good and has taken this match in a decider. Tetristime with a great match here, but it will be Cole moving on to the semifinals for the first time in Masters history. So a great performance from Cole. He has won the orange bracket. What a performance from our old pal, our young pal, Cole. Don't call him Bucket. Do not call him Bucket. That's just Cole. That's just regular Cole. So, my goodness gracious, into the semis of Masters for the first time. Padless. Now, listen, you're the one playing the game. You're the one playing the game. Okay? You are the one who won it. Your controller did not win. Your controller did not win the game. You won the game. So, congratulations, Cole. You did amazing. What a performance. And you could see, all right, it was visible. He was, like, he told you before his heart rate was going before. You could tell during that match, his heart rate was going. You could tell looking at him. Like, he was just, like, breathing heavy. He got it, but wow. You could totally tell that he was just like, I bet his heart rate was over 200. I bet it was. It's not the pads, it's the player. But the pads don't hurt. Wow. What a performance from Cole. Well, I guess we have to report this to the centralized Tetris reporting authority. Otherwise, we'll get demerits or something, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and report this. We'll show you the bracket. And then we will... Why does this keep doing this? Get a shareable link. There it is. We're reporting it. We're going to show you... Wait, did I refresh this? Oh, all right. Cole versus Critical was a decider. I didn't report that. 2 to 3 deciders, guys. That was a crazy broadcast. We'll not forget that one anytime soon. But there's more to go. And man, this is just shaping up to be a totally bonkers Masters event. So let me just get this submitted. 3 to 2. And then we'll show you this bonkers bracket, the way it's all shaping up. You have to work in 8 hours. Yeah, you must be really good at packing luggage, Cole. All right, go to sleep. Go to sleep. You are dismissed. Thank you. You've done your job. So here's where we stand in the top 8. Wait, almost. Let me refresh. Yes. So Cole is in to the semifinals. Tugi is in to the semifinals. We still got the other, the other top 16s to go. No one predicted Cole. Why is everybody sleeping on Cole, man? Don't sleep on Cole, okay? So Cole is gonna have to play. Let's go back to Cole will have to play whoever comes out of the blue-purple quadrant. Alex T, Kirby, Blue Scooty, Sodium Overdose, or Mark. We still got a bit to resolve over there. But that is who remains. I mean, it's pretty crazy. You're okay with fourth? That's not the attitude. That's not you need that killer attitude, Cole. But I mean, crazy that Alex T and Blue Scooty, really the two, maybe most dangerous just in terms of results, end up in the same quadrant. So, at most one of them can be in semifinals. And then so then we'll have Burbia. I don't know. Burbia is kind of Burbia. If I had to play Burbia, I'd be shaking a little bit from what I saw earlier. Gotta say. So it's gonna be sitting at Burbia, Dan V, Cobra. One of those players will end up playing Tugi. And if you look at that whole bit, I mean, there's two Masters champions between them. So, there's a non-zero chance we end up with two people who've never been in the semis and never been in the finals on one half of the bracket. Could happen in blue and purple, but you got those two, you got two killers over there. So yeah, this is pretty bonkers month. Well, that is going to do it for me today. I don't think there's anything on the schedule, although I am getting pinged. All right, so something just got added. It's going to be Mark versus Sodium Sunday night. So 5 p.m. Texas time. That's 12 and 17 plus 5. What's 17 plus 5? 22 UTC. So that'll be Mark versus Sodium. That single purple to determine who plays against Blue Scooty. So we'll see what happens there. That's the next thing, Sunday. There could be something between now and then. Don't know. All right. Well, let's go ahead and thank everybody who needs to be thanked. I mean, everybody needs to be thanked, really. New follows, Jarrow, Subs, Zempro, and Jordan, Tetris Wars, Raid. Thank you very much for your support, everybody. Anybody's welcome to come in at the last minute, if you want to. Thanks to the patrons, Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9, Taki, Middlesburger, and Doug, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy, Dan, Kim, M, Keka, Jeff, and Jason, Sunny, Mila. Appreciate that. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris, and you can find other ways to support us using the support command, which I will. Whoops, there it is. And then prize pool. Prize pool 400. We had a good contribution. I mean, all the contributions are good, but had one from Bendy Straw, 2452, 2452 was the amount. Got us up to an even 400, so thank you, Bendy Straw. Okie dokie artichoke. That is going to do it for me right now. It's time for bed. I got stuff to do. I got books to read. I got to do my flashcards. Man, I got a lot to do. All right, YouTube, I will see you next time, whenever that is. Thank you guys for hanging out. Mr. Brain, Junkle, Salty. All the stars are here. All right, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you soon. All right, Twitch. It's time. See if there's a raid.